Welcome to the official Windows 8 channel, and today we're going to talk about a feature that you can turn on or off with which is the ability of Windows 8 to actually track the way you use your apps when you search. So what it means is that Windows 8 has a tracking of all the apps in your computer and knows the ones you use the most. And that feature will actually make you see the most used apps first in a search, in an app search, and then the other ones. But sometimes people don't want that. They want to have the regular alphabetical order of things. So depending on if you like it or not, you can turn on or off that feature of tracking the apps that I use the most. So if you want to turn it on or off, where you need to go is go into your Charms bar on the right side when you're on your start screen. Go into settings and click at the bottom to change PC settings. Go into the search tab on the left, and behold, you have search history right here. The one on the top says show the apps I search most often at the top. And also let Windows save my searches as future search suggestions. So these are two options, that what you search the most and what you use the most will always be the first things that are going to show up in the search, in the Windows search, in the task, the Charms bar. And that is unusually a good idea, because most of us will search pretty much the same option, the same thing, over and over again. You know, it's not really complicated. When we use a computer, we usually use it doing pretty much the same thing all the time. So by having turned on, I think it's not a bad feature. So what it means is that if I search, for example, for an app here, if I go here and I go into the app section and I search for the recorder, sound recorder that I have in my computer, it will basically show me, so recorder, the first letter R, as you see here, it brings me Raymond, and then there's a sound recorder. And what it does is that it just show me that Raymond is what I use the most. I use it more than I use the sound recorder. So you see that depending on how you'll use stuff, it's gonna move in this list. Actually, all the apps you see here are in order of the most used on my computer at this time, and this really moves along. So if you take another app, if, for example, you start using Adobe Reader, if I start using it a lot more, what's going to happen is that it's going to move up the list and finally be at a certain point in the of course, if you're more precise in your search, for example, if I put recorder, then it really narrows down, but it still puts on top what you use the most. So if I use the sound recorder more than I use the Cam Studio recorder, which means that it's at the top. If I start using Cam Studio recorder more often, and this one's going to be at the top. So you see here, it really keeps track of what you're doing in your computer, and even the settings will show you what you basically used the most often in your computer, instead of having it by alphabetical order. So by going into the Charms bar, settings, change PC settings, and in the search tab, you can turn on or off this tracking. So if it annoys you that when you search everything is always in the preference order instead of being in the alphabetical order, then turn off the feature by sliding the put the slider here at off on both the searches and the apps that I search the most often. So this is the way to turn it on or off. Keep in mind, this is really what's called search. So for example, if you click on your desktop on an app an example, if you click Internet Explorer on your desktop, it won't move up that list. It's what you search for that moves up the list. So if you searched for Internet Explorer, for example, and you searched often to get it back, that will make it at the top. But if you click on it on your desktop, it might not move up the list. So it depends on what you're searching for and what you click. But basically, keeps track of all the usage of your apps, and will keep track of that. So that's where you turn it on or off if it annoys you, or if you want to have your most favorite apps always show up first in search. That's the way to just turn it on. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to our channel. You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have comments, questions, maybe an app, a feature you'd like us to talk about, let us know. We'll try to put a video online to help you. You'll be helping others at the same time. And of course, if you have that new Windows 8 machine, you want to learn more about Windows 8, learn how to use it, then this is the channel to be on to learn how to use Windows 8 to the max. So thanks for watching, and hope you come back to the official Windows 8 channel. Bye bye.